Being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord and family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there, which
elevates over his man.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a
Yeah,
great
what a
example.
fucking play is, man.
He
Oh,
open downfield.
say
He
God
didn't hesitate
damn.
for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That means the score. Tennessee 7, Oklahoma 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. The sure hands, it's Shepard.
Okay,
Out of bounds, they're in the
and you
red
had a
zone.
ball too. You had a 10,000.
They are set up.
Shit, man, you keep the game. They will not.
On that
You cannot
pass
play
and
him.
converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
I'll get to it right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Go. Okay.
Let's go.
So we need to start that one.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Man! God damn, man! Easy shit, man. Taking out there to pick a fucking plate.